Why, hello everybody, it's Joycelina and I'm back here on the Just Vanilla server, and look, I have been a very busy Joycelina. So while you were away, I've been busy digging things out and putting in the details of my very first layer. So when we wrapped up last time, I finished the minecart and it was working like a charm, and I wanted to make sure that the design that I had seen was going to work fine for us. And you can see the cactus behind me breaking, and it's doing just fine. In fact, I was AFK probably for about 3 hours. So the server went down around 2 a.m. and I was doing stuff until around 4:30, and then I went to bed and just walled myself in. And so it probably didn't fire off again until like 8 o'clock this morning. And so I was able to get all of this cactus just in a very short amount of time, for however long I was AFK. So about 3 or 4 hours just standing here, and this is just one level. So it goes all the way back, like I said. So this design has, excuse me, has 9 blocks this away. So I'm going to have a lot of concrete that I need to create. This was like 3 stacks of green concrete just to make this one border. So if you imagine, I'm going to have to keep going up. This is going to take a lot of concrete. Good thing I'm already collecting, which is probably why I should have started collecting the cactus, because we are going to need it to have dye. So basically it's 9 blocks this way, and then you put in the sand every other block. Pretty easy. And then it's 17 blocks this way, which means that my sand grid is 4 by 8, so I get 32. So I get a half a stack of cactus when each one of those pops off. At this point, so in between rows 2 and 3, I have a hopper, and then between rows 4 and 5, I have a hopper, and then between rows 6 and 7, I have a hopper. And the water was placed in each corner, and then right here in the middle. And so everything flows into those hoppers. And you saw how the tracks were beneath. I use signs. I also see people using fence. But if I'm going to stack up the signs, there's less of a chance of you can actually go through signs. So if a cactus falls off, if you had fence posts here, they're very, very small space, but there's a chance that the cactus, when it pops off, will land on a fence. So it won't land on the signs, so the signs will go down. And although, I mean, until I get this all walled up, it's a little less efficiency. You can have cactus landing on this wall, which is why we need to build it up. And this, again, is just layer 1. So but it's producing like I want, and I'm very, very pleased. So I have a lot of work to be doing to get this built up even higher. And so as I'm working on that, I'll bring you back. You can see I need to go repair my pick again. Oh, but I did want to show you one other thing. Okay, up the nausea-inducing stairs. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to come up with a system so I don't have to come down here all the time for the cactuses, because this is going to make me sick. Are we to the top yet? Yes. Okay, we're up at the top. One thing I didn't show you last time was I needed some lighting on the ceiling, so I created a chandelier. I like my chandelier. So glass works a little differently than it did way back in the day. Way back in the day, you get panes going here, like up at the top, where it just has the little points it used to connect and look a little different, but I still like how the design turned out. It's a little more modern looking than the other items, but certainly like that chandelier. And so, yeah, I've got a lot of work to do, and it's raining on the server. Surprise, surprise. I swear, it's like it knows it's raining outside, and so it's raining on the server here too. Look, another skeleton horse. Even when you were away, I had killed another skeleton horse going back. It was right by my... Well, that was lame. It was right by my house, and so I couldn't even go through the front door. I had to go through the back door. See, now that went over his head. Let's try again. Nope. I don't want to get too close. Okay, now what in the world? Come on, server. Help me out. I don't want to get too close, because then we'll get all the guys. Aha, there. Yeah, so it has been really dangerous with those skeleton horses. I don't know what the deal is, man. They are everywhere. In fact, I see them more than any other horse type. So, okay, well, I'm going to get busy doing the boring work, and I will bring you back once I have something worth looking at. Well, look who's standing here. He's got one of my cactuses, and I don't much appreciate it. So, we're going to have to see what we can do to get this thing back. Without looking at him. How am I going to do this without looking at him? Okay, let's build myself a 2-block area that he can't get to me. Is that going to be sufficient? And we'll come up here. And... okay, death becomes me. Clearly this is not the right... this is not the right sword for that. Which sword do I have? What in the world is on this sword? That was pathetic. Smite. Sweeping edge. Mending. Wow, it didn't do much good. But I did get my cactus back. Now, where did he pull it from? I'm looking. I don't see anywhere. Anyway, I thought you might find that interesting. One thing, until I get the walls here built, no place is safe. So I'm going to find where he stole my cactus so I can put it back. And then we'll get to continue our building. Well, this took way longer than it should have. Let me tell you, this has been quite the adventure. So you can see I've done 3 levels now on all 3 portions. I tried to clear up and do something with the elevator shaft, or the stairway shaft, and decorate it. And then I realized, oh, the top, I can, here, let me change my POV. So yeah, then I figured out that this top stair that I just finished putting in is going to be green wall. Hello? So actually that is supposed to be here. So I'm going to fix that up. But man, this was so much harder. So here's a genius move. I needed to go down probably about 5 more blocks, because as I towered up and dug up here, do you know what I ran into? I think I mentioned it before. The mine. Oh my goodness. Okay, up the nausea-inducing stairs yet again. No, so I ran into that mine so many times, and then had to redo the tracks. I should have just done the whole thing and then worried about the tracks, but I kept going, this is probably just this little portion. Whoops, this is the wrong side. I want out the front door. So I thought, certainly I can't be hitting that much of it, just a small portion. So I would fix a small portion. And then at one point, I realized that I had needed to dig out an additional 2 layers. So I went through and I had fixed all the tracks, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I have to go 2 layers higher because I miscalculated. Me and the maths. Yeah, that's no surprise, is it? So it's kind of messed up a few things. So one thing is that this track can't go down anymore. So I'm going to have to figure something out and call it kind of, I guess, dig farther this way before I can start digging down, because this is not very far, and we get, not far at all. It's right there. So and this is like the beginning part of it practically. So I've got to dig this way and have the track kind of go that way and then down. Now, where's my stone? Got to put some stone there. Then I ran into the track. Let's see, and then they stop. Somewhere they lose the momentum. I got to figure that out too, where they lose the momentum. I'm doing this the hard way. Always the hard. Well, here's where they lose the momentum. Good grief. I wondered why I had some extra things on me here. This is what we will do. You go here. No? You. Oh, you know where you have to go? Me and the redstone. That's up there with doing the maths. Okay, you go there, and then you come down, and you go there, and then we build this up. Da, da, da. But you're still going to see it this way. Well, hopefully, don't look that way. until I figure out and I have to redo all of this. So then we will push you. This one's undone too. Well, now we're just hosed. So is it really like right under here? It is right under there. Can I do that? No. Yeah, that doesn't work. Whoops. And there it goes. We'll find it in the hopper. If I do it there, you'll be able to see it from wherever. So this is going to have to be figured out. Well, that's no fun. I still got more work to do in the mine. See, I had to come up around here and then down, and then I had to come around here because like this is the corner of one of them, and then it came down through here, and then this is part of one, and then back up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, and then this is part of one. So literally, it's right there. I totally thought I dug deeper than that, but clearly I did not. So yeah, me and the maths. So kind of goofed up my mind a little bit, but I will go and figure it out and do something. But we've got that to do. We still have the road to do. And man, so I was coming out of here after fixing one of those, doing one of those repairs, and I come out here, and of course it's nighttime, and I stand right here and I hear the loud crashing of thunder. And yep, more skeleton horses right on top. They were like right here. And of course I wasn't quick enough to record it, but they were right here. I had to fight them off. I mean, they are everywhere. And I decided I'm killing the horses. I don't need more. I think 6 is enough until, enough of you say, I want a skelly horse. Joycelina, can you send me a skelly horse? Hey, bub. Leave him alone. Yeah, leave the village idiot alone. One day I'm going to use him. Anyway, so that's where we're at with this. So it's almost done. Now what I got to do is I got to worry about the front. So I come over here from here to there. We still got a lot of work to do. Now I'm not going to fill in all this area. What happened to? Oh, you're just standing over there. There was a skeleton. I thought he was going to come after me, but nope. It's going after my villager. It's going after the villager. I really need to put fences up or something. Now, he shouldn't be able to knock the door down because I think I've mentioned this before. I have the door. It's actually open. That's closed. That's open. So they go, oh, the door's open. Let me go through. I can't go through. Why can't I go through? But they don't try to tear it down because it's open. Now it's closed. Now they'd come here and they'd kill him. Did they kill? Oh, good grief. For a second, I thought you were dead. Just shows how much I actually care about you. For some reason, you're stupid, but I love you. I guess maybe that's the name of this episode. You're stupid, but I love you. So yeah, now I have figured out why I don't do bigger builds. It has been probably literally 24 real hours in game trying to do just even the bottom part of that, because it's me. If I was good at these games, I'd be putting these out way more, and I'd be battling, and I'd be going to the end, which maybe someday, maybe that would be something I need to do eventually, is try to go to the end. But of course, I don't even have an elytra. I've never used an elytra. I don't know how to use an elytra. In fact, I just give away my rockets because I'm not using them. But maybe I'll have to start saving up. I do have probably enough diamonds for one. But oh look, I forgot the chat thing again. My apologies. Geez, you'd think I was new at this. Oh wait, I am. So I'm going to work a little bit on the road. And then once I get something done here, so I might do like the roadway and maybe a little decoration, but this area's a decoration in front of the conservatory. But this area over here and this area over here is still going to be something else. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think how I want to decorate the front. I think I'm going to leave the acacia trees, but I definitely want some of the grass gone because the grass it looks unkempt. And we need to do something about lighting because I don't want just spam torches all over the place. So we're going to have to figure out maybe I don't want to do the torches because I like that's the center area, but we're going to have to do some type of lighting. So once I get some of that done, Unless you want to sit and watch me chop grass. Whoops, wrong one. There, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, do a little bit of lighting. It's not going to help because all the stuff really kind of spawns out more here. And because zombies have such a long range where you can attract them, it's still pretty threatening. Of course, this looks like that might be kind of a dark spot right here. You think they might spawn there? Maybe. Maybe that's causing death and mayhem. I think the skeleton horses cause the most death and mayhem. Actually, I'm surprised I have not died. I've been able to manage to live. But, okay, enough of my rambling. I'll get busy working on getting to the conservatory. Okay, so I finally cleared up the basement area. Boy, that took forever to clear out all of the items in all the chests and bring them back up here. And of course, I got to go around in the spinny staircase several times. That was fun. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Now, clearly we want to extend the road, and we will probably repeat the pattern. I did get some dirt because I think one of the things I'm going to definitely need to do is fill in this level, this third level down. So I think we need everything to be at least this level. And then I don't mind that it dips a little bit here. However, the roadway will have to stay up. So we can look at, I don't think I'm going to terraform this area, but I definitely want to, well, I might terraform part of it, but leave this part near the trees and closer in. We might keep this the way it is. Definitely want to get rid of these stones. So we might do some grading, maybe even make some smaller kind of hilled areas. We'll do some planter beds. I also wanted to kind of get an idea of how wide this would be. So if we match here, we've got solid blocks this far and then stairs even out this far. So it's going to be pretty wide. Might want it to narrow down right about here. So it's going to be what, 5 wide, and then move down to the 3 wide here. So doing something where even using the stairways at some angle to narrow down to about 3 wide here, and keep it close to this level. I don't know that I want you to step up, and then we need to do some type of entrance, maybe pull this out a bit to have kind of a decking area entering into the conservatory. I love the way the chandelier is showing from even outside. So as you're stepping up, we might use some acacia wood and some for some fencing. And I don't know if I'm going to put anything out front. I might leave it flat, but at least have a decking out here with maybe the acacia wood around it, which I'll have to go back into my house and get. I thought I had enough supplies, but clearly I do not. I do have several of the different types of bricks and stone, and some leaves in there because I definitely want to have some leaves. I don't know if I'm going to have, I might have a few leaves draping off of the glass area. We'll see how that looks. So between some, using some flower bed type things, and I might do some water around somewhere, because one of the things is I had to take water out, and so that was kind of sad. So it might be nice to have the water put back in, like a small little pond area right around here with flowers around it, and then some flowers around the tree area. So maybe defining this with some of the stone, kind of creating a planter bed around that. So I will bring you in back when there's something more intriguing to look at than just my plans, but that is the plan. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I've done a little bit of terrain alteration. So I pulled this out farther. I want this to be on this, the bricks to be on this level for a little bit farther, and then they'll come down here and then maintain that. So yeah, we won't need this because they're going to be at this level when they come through. And then I dip down. We're going to put some water. In fact, I brought some water buckets with me. We're going to put some water down through here, and that's probably not a great place to make an infinite spring. Let's try that here, and then we'll do the second one over here. Now I have an infinite, infinite spring. Oh, I don't have depth strider on my boots. To be able to fill this all in. And yeah, so I've got that on both sides, and then it comes up. And so I was waiting for it to get a little bit of grass on that, so this hilly area can be grassy. And so that will look nice when we're done here. I wanted to show you the terrain change. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to light this place up. I mean, it really is. It'll kill you. It'll kill you in a flash. There are mobs everywhere, and every night comes, and I find different areas, and I add more torches, and you can see I've got torches like everywhere, but stuff still spawns all over the place. Anyway, so I wanted to just show you this prior to me going through and putting everything together, just where I've changed. I made this grade here a little bit. I curved it so that it comes in, it comes out, extends beyond in the plaza, and then comes back in a little bit. This was all a layer down, so I kind of filled in this gap here. This is going to be water. This will be a small pathway, and maybe I'll even turn this into some type of gravel and andesite and brick pathway. But I just wanted to give it a little bit of flavor where it's going to dip down, and then when we do the next item here, I still don't know if it'll be the blacksmith. It might end up being just a little bit more to the right over here. So it might end up being closer to this area, being where we begin that blacksmith complex, which I still have a lot of thinking to do about that one, and maybe some other things that I want to be focused on. Over here is going to be the cattle ranch, so I think it's going to probably start around here and extend behind the chicken farm. So like all of this will be gone. Oh, sand. I need sand for those green concrete blocks. So this will get terraformed as well. And I think we're going to have the cattle free ranging around this area, and then the blacksmith. So we might do that just so I can move my cow from their small little pen back there and put them here. And then ultimately, once they're gone, my wheat farm will extend all the way over that hill. And so we'll have wheat going all the way over. That's kind of the goal. I haven't even thought about trying to bring in the whole farmer automated wheat farm view works, because, you know, me, villagers, I've got a few. Oh, remember I did get a Fletcher. I think I brought you in when I brought a Fletcher, and I brought him over here, and I put him in here, and I put up some blocks, and I put the blocks, because of where the door is, I put the blocks right here. Yeah, a zombie killed him through the corner. It was so disappointing. I'm like, oh, I have a Fletcher. I have the perfect place, and I bumped him all the way over here, and now he's gone. And I haven't had as many zombies, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get zombie villagers. So eventually I'm going to have to find a place to breed them, which we're going to want to have a city hall, which, remember, this is where city hall was going to be, but now I have a conservatory. So I'm going to have to figure out where we put our city hall. It might go right here near the plaza, because that would be something you would want your city building, your public works, to be right about here. So it's giving me some ideas about the overall lay of the city. But for now, we'll finish up this pathway, and we'll see about filling in the pond areas. I took down the one tree because it was on this lower level, and so when I did some regrading, I needed to put it in a new one. Do I have that? Where's that acacia? Where's the acacia? Here, let me combine here, bring you in here. In fact, you can go up there. I won't need you anymore. And then we'll put this right about there, and it will grow when we're ready for it to grow. So once I get some more put in, I will, whoops, that's not what I wanted. I'm like, why can't I find my buckets? Because I was in the crafting bench. So once I get some more done, and probably pretty close to being done, I will bring you back. Okay, so I was looking for some flowers. I head up the hills, and what happens? Lightning strikes. Lightning strikes. I tell you guys, I am not kidding. Every time I turn around, These guys. It's a wonder I still have all my levels. Please shoot him. Thank you. Shoot him dead. That's 1. 2. Oh, now I've got another horse. Okay, there should be 2 more. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there you are. I see you through the trees. 3. Okay, got the horse. Got both those horses. Now they're going to fight each other. Yeah. Go at it, guys. Go at it. Who's left? I shall annihilate you. Can I shoot your head through that small spot? No, that's impossible. It's impossible for me. So yeah, everywhere I go, I never know when it's suddenly lightning strikes. And then, well, I got another one. Let me go get a saddle. Hey, you dropped me a hat. I think I'm full up though. Can't even take the hat. I got some chicken instead. Oh, you killed one of my chicken. Doggone it. Killing my chicken off. Okay, well, so I got the pathway in. I might as well show you since I brought you back in. Over here. Bump, 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 bump. So I'm trying to find some flowers to kind of add some color and put the lighting. I don't have any gray sheep. I think I have one gray sheep somewhere that wanders around. So I'll try to get some gray wool. But just wanted to get some color and some flowers. I see I added some bone meal there. I haven't put the leaves in yet. That will add some other detail, but I need to go hunting for some flowers. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, look, I want to get those flowers over there. And what do I stumble across? Yep, yet another one. Yet another one. We're going to kill him before he brings out his friends. Ha! Got him. Okay, yeah, I think now I'm going to have to trash something. What am I going to trash? What can I trash I don't have much of? Shears. You're out of here. You're out of here. I really don't need shears anyway. See, look at all these pretty horses. One day, you might be mine. That's kind of the goal, eventually. It's so low on the priority list, though. Because there's so much we're going to have to do when we come to taming horses. We're going to have ways of being able to measure their ability to jump and their ability to run and how much health they have and distinguish between them and then figure out and do some different breeding. And there's a lot of work with horses. So I am not ready for that at all. Let's get out of here. Oh, creeper. Creeper, creeper. Okay, and we'll try to do some decorating. Yeah, I haven't gotten back to what I said I was going to get back to before I came back to you. So, yeah, nothing's changed over here. It's still the same. We just have now some flowers to make it pretty. Well, we'll see. I might not even use any of them. But you'll know, I promise, the next time you see this, it's going to be done. I'm hoping it will be done. Well, I still have some hidden lighting to finish up, so you still see some torches, but I think I am really liking how this turned out. I saw this lamp design, kind of altered it. It ended up being shorter. I kind of altered it a little bit, but I really like bringing in the same woods that we're having here. So it's the gray acacia. So it still kind of fits that gray theme, but by adding the orange, that brings in the doorway here, which also matches all the way back to the orange that we did earlier on, which just adds that splash of color. We've got patches of grass area. Let's add a little bit more here. I cleared it out when we were doing this, but just a little bit. So when you put down the bone meal, it puts way too much. It's got to tame back some of that. And I definitely don't want it near the walkway, but just a little bit to give it a look as if there's more dimension rather than just a flat area. So we're just gonna do that again through here, but just to give it a little life. Other than that, I think we are done. Oh, another thing I did, so I mentioned I was gonna add just a little area, kind of an entrance to the conservatory, and then I also added this railing because every time I came up, I'd come up and I'd keep going, and then I'd go out the wrong door. So this helps me make sure when I'm coming up the nausea-inducing staircase that I come out the front of it. So with that, I think we are pretty much done with this, and now it's just a matter of sitting down there and gathering some more cactuses. So I already have I have one shulker full of cacti and then another single chest full of cacti. So the next thing is, how am I going to cook that efficiently? So I'm looking into that being the next piece, which is going to be having a place to cook things. So I think it might be working on the initial setting up of our blacksmith area, because it's going to be the blacksmith that's going to have the large amount of high heat to make all of the weapons and armor, or I should say weapons and armor. So that should be interesting. But with that, we are going to sign off for today, and I will see you next time.